That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. And tonight we've got the Memphis Grizzlies playing against the Phoenix Suns here at their home Talking Stick Resort Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Kevin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Well, Smitty, the future for these two teams, terrific. A lot of young talent on display.
Yes, it is, and you got to be happy if you're the fan base. You can grow with these guys, and you can see them grow, and they are going to win a lot of games in the future.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Bridges out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Jackson, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Tipped away. Here's Booker. They get it back. Nice feed from Valanciunas.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Brooks against Booker. Jackson has the open look. They get it again, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
How good is it to see the first one go through the net?
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And that one falls for Brooks. Greg, a new look roster for the Grizzlies. They got a lot more athletic this past summer.
Well, John Moran and Brandon Clark, their first-round picks, and 2 of the more explosive players in the draft. The Grizzlies last in the league in pace last season. They may have cause to accelerate that tempo this year.
Here's Morant after the Suns pick up 2. Pass to Valanciunas. It's tipped.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
But he stays with it, and they're able to recover.
Oh.
Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Brooks misses. Suns have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Passes to Rubio. Back to Oubre. Booker outside. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Brooks finds Valanciunas, and no good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
I think this is Rubio's greatest trait. I love to watch him move the basketball, and so does his coaching staff.
Here's Morant. Outside Jackson. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Ayton. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Memphis trailing here. And out of UCLA, forward Kyle Anderson. Some call him slow-mo. Why is that?
Well, I mean, not the most athletic player. It's his size and IQ for the game, though, that makes him so effective.
Unloads. Here's Ayton. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Ayton's got his second bucket of the game to go. And the pass to Melton. To the wing on the left. Here's Jang. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Jerome off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Clark. And it's blocked. Here's Booker. Rebound by Jang.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That one goes. Count it.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Here's Jerome. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Melton. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Clark. Rebound by the Suns.
Just doing the job on the backdoor.
And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. The Grizzlies trail by 3. From deep three-point range.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns lead by 3. 2K Sports back to Phoenix after this. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Then it's Johnson, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position. Here's Melton after the basket by Dario Saric. And Zhang kicks to Clark. Clock at 4. Jones for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in to the paint. Here's Valanciunas, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Outstanding focus by Valanciunas on the shot. He is just a big, strong player who brushes off opposing defenders.
Ricky Rubio checked in for Phoenix.
And this summer, a lot of work in the weight room for Jaren Jackson Jr. Rebounding, one of his few weaknesses last season. Adding strength, it will help.
Now, here's Rubio. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
High percentage look inside. Rubio always looking to maximize the value of the possession.
Outside Jackson. Out to the wing. A three ball. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 in the bucket from Morant. And a high rate of fouls for Jaren Jackson, and Smitty dating back to college.
You're right. Adding strength can also help in that area. Able to do your work early is also a key for him, and also denying deep position.
Okobo. They get it back. Kicks it to Bridges over Anderson. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. On the wing, Brooks. From 13, and that one hits back iron. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Had a hand on it. Anderson against Bridges. Up top, Rubio. Over Jackson. Here's Bridges. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Fires from 18. Anderson in the post, covered by Rubio.
Great position on the boards there. Kyle, such a smart player, and then you have to love the finish.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Anderson against Bridges. Left side, Anderson. Pass to Valanciunas. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
He usually shoots a high percentage in the paint, and on that play, Valanciunas got it done.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
Anderson passes to Jackson. Goes back up. It's deflected. Rubio dishes to Bridges. Down low. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
So both teams making some changes here. That one misses for Booker.
And guys, the stellar development of Devin Booker continued last season. Still a firecracker on offense and took strides to improve his shot selection and, equally as important, his decision making.
Here's Bridges after Memphis gets the 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Suns shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Pass to Melton. Here's Jang. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Ayton. Fast break, here come the Suns. Bridges misses. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Clark, that one misses. Some solid defense from Ayton. And there's Booker on the assist by Oubre. Booker's got the game tied up here for Phoenix.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Clark for three, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's all tied in Phoenix. I'm going to step away briefly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a three-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
I was surprised at how comfortable they seemed here on the road. The hostile crowd, that didn't bother them at all. And I want to see if they can keep that up in the second half.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And here are the Suns now. Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' five. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward. And that one's good, Morant.
And for a great shooter, Morant really works for high percentage shots. Loves to take it inside.
Here's the pass to Ayton. Rubio left side. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Booker.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Oubre outside. Rubio outside. Stolen by Brooks. He dishes it to Morant. Back to Brooks. Over Rubio. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Suns leading. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
And it's denied. To the inside. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for Phoenix.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Morant. A floater. Got a piece of it.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And the Suns tack on 2 more.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Poked loose and stolen by Ayton. Here's Rubio, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. Now, Smitty, if you were playing today, who would you least like to see coming at you on a fast break?
I think in his prime, it would be LeBron James. Russell Westbrook is another guy I'd be kind of afraid of. I know it'd be a collision. But I say right now, it has to be Giannis because of the force and his jumping ability and the way he just glides to the rim.
Yeah, it'd be a nightmare. You're right. Now here's Jackson. And here's Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Brooks. To stop the drought, he takes it up and lays it in. Brooks has got 5. Phoenix leading by 8. Passes it through Kobo. Back to Rubio. the pass to Okobo. The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Clock at 6. Here's Clark. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Suns lead by 12.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
Jones looking for an opening. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Now here's Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. That shot off the mark. Jones against Johnson. And that one's good by Clark.
I mean, he's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's a beautiful play.
Okobo, the pass to Johnson. Here's Jerome. Inside, here's Okobo. Lays it up and banks it in. Okobo's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
58 seconds left in the third. Pass to Clark. Great D that time from Oubre.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Saric passes to Jerome. Now here's Johnson. Tight defense on him. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from 14.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Here's Clark. 5 points in the game. From deep. Off the mark. And so it's Phoenix ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Jerome in at point guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Jang. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the basket by Jones.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
And let's give him some credit. He read the situation well. He created some space, and he delivered.
Here's Jerome. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Saric, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Jackson comes in for Clark. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Milton. And it's Morant in for Tyus Jones. And that one's good, Morant.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Ayton. And Rubio kicks to Booker. Makes it off the glass.
And they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Grant, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
And the fearlessness Morant plays with making the defense uneasy, forcing them to give in. And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to explosive athletically.
Now, here's Rubio. He kicks to Bridges. Passes it to Oubre. Booker outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
Phoenix calls timeout. Keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Now, here's Oubre. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. And that one's good, Ayton.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
To the middle. It's tipped and stolen by Booker. Here's Bridges. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Here's Anderson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Slow-mo, even on the drive, Anderson has a tricky, old-school game.
Both free throws good from Anderson.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Now here's Oubre. Kicks it to Booker. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Oubre. Booker outside. Lock at 6. Over Jackson. No good from Booker. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Anderson against Rubio to take the lead, and Anderson gets it to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
One thing Anderson does not lack is confidence. Big bucket.
And finished off by Oubre. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 5th foul. Morant with it. Ayton's there, and it's good. 2 points. And that's now 7 points for Valanciunas.
Huge bucket there from the big Lithuanian. Valanciunas is stepping up.
Here's Booker, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter, and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Here's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again. And you can feel the crowd react as one.
Guys, what a blast of energy that just sent through this entire building.
Now the pass to Valanciunas. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Ayton, and so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Shards checked in 3.
For a player his size, Valanciunas has always been a good free throw shooter. We won't see a hack of Val anytime soon.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Ja Morant.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. Slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Rubio finds Booker. Shot from 16. It falls.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They trail by 1. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. So it's the Grizzlies now. They get the rebound. It counts.
He's shown he can get it done in the big moments. JV delivering in the clutch.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Timeout called. The Suns. They're down by 1. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. It falls!
That bucket was absolutely huge. A defensive stop now may just seal the deal.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 1. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Inside. Here's Valanciunas.
And have to commend the unselfish attitude. Like how Morant just recognized the open man and the ball is right there.
For 3, Booker right between the eyes.
Oh, that's a real nice looking deep 3-ball there.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.